aloud.
The most advanced kind of moral motivation is based solely on abstract principles. This form of motivation is in contrast with calculated self-interest or the desire to adhere to societal norms and conventions.
All right, so what is happening here?
We're talking about moral motivation is based on abstract principles.
Yeah, the most advanced kind of moral motivation, right, is based only on abstract principles. So I'm like, what are abstract principles? Like something that we can't quite see, or like have like unique. All right, then it goes on to say.
So the advanced moral motivation is a contrast of self-interest and or desire that wants to like adhere or like what's the other word for adhere?
Yeah, to adhere to societal norms. Like so the most advanced kind of moral motivation is in contrast to like our desire to please ourselves or just fit in.
Okay.
Right? Like that's kind of like adhere to social society norms or conventions. Like we're doing what other people do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the actions of which of the following individuals exhibit the most advanced kind of moral motivation. And so if we're looking for something that is distributing the most advanced kind of moral motivation that's based solely on abstract principles, what will our answers be doing?
I was trying to like predict before I went to the answers for this one, and I was like, okay, so it's like having to do with somebody that it's gonna help themselves, but then it's also like gonna help others.
No, because we're saying that this is in contrast with the desire to please yourself and society norms. So we're gonna look for something that's gonna contradict with that property. Right?
That's gonna contradict. Oh.
Right, like go against that. So like they're not doing it. So they're not. I guess what they're doing, they're not doing it for their own desire, and they're not doing it just to like fit in or be well liked. They're doing it for some greater good.
Oh, well, then that's where I messed up.
Yeah, I would say that was okay. So if we're looking at this, if we start with A, it says Bobby contributed money to a local charity during a charity drive at work because he was worried that not doing so would make him look stingy. Well, that can't be our answer, right? Because that doesn't contrast with this idea of not doing something to adhere to societal norms and conventions. Like he doesn't want to look stingy because of what society says about that.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and read B.
Wes contributed money to a local charity during a charity drive at work because he believed that doing so would improve his employer's opinion of him. That kind of goes back to the same thing, right? Like,
yeah, he's doing it for societal norms and conventions, right? Like he's for self-interest.
I gotta really start reading like those little words in there.
That's all right. Next one.
Donna's employers engaged in an illegal but profitable practice that caused serious damage to the environment. Donna did not report this practice to authorities out of fear that the employees would retaliate against her. I mean, I feel like it's still
right. No, that's still self-interest or societal norms, right? Like out of fear they would retaliate against her. That's definitely self-interest.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Nadine's employees engaged in illegal but profitable practice that caused serious damage to the environment. Should not report this practice to the authorities out of belief that protecting the environment is always more important than monetary profit. That's the answer. Is that it?
Because, yeah, I think so, because she like doesn't do it for herself. Like she's not gaining anything by doing this, and she's not like giving into society. So I like D so far. Let's go on to E.
Leah's employers engaged in illegal but profitable practice that caused serious damage to the environment. Leah reported this practice to authorities only because several colleagues had pressured her to do so. So, yeah, given to fit in and all that.
Yep, and so this one is our answer. So this is the most Advanced kind of moral motivation.
Makes sense.